boy. Getting all I can get. Live the lifestyle of a wise guy. Pretty women and zips. Yeah, I'm a hot boy.
You can bet your ass I'm a hot boy. Yep, I'm a hot boy.
Life is a hot bar. Pretty women, fast cars, toting toasters. Better watch who you get close up. Cause a nigga could be after your throne. People always testing the strong. Best believe one step in his own. I'm a wise guy. Keeping it quiet with bullshit that rise. Everything kept on the hush. Some shit ain't never discussed. Loose lips can get you locked up, carried away.
Only troops that pay dues know where you stay.
I didn't see the poles running where people lay. Sitting on about a key.
That money clip us now, the new now looks like. Whoa, upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like. Whoa. I hit recorded drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier, finish friend.
What's up? What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is the King and I Life podcast, hosted by myself, Soul Toucher the Poet, and my brother, Son Solex. Son Solex is playing around right now, but he's gonna be joining in a few. Trying to get those headphones together. You know how that is. But yeah. Y'all see that boy? He coming. I told everybody that you coming. So yeah, we live. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining the King and I Life podcast. The link is in the chat if you would like to come up and join the conversation live. We are going to be talking about the cost of outside. Pretty much, how expensive stuff is. Getting was and still is. So yeah, if you want to join the conversation, go ahead and click that link in the chat and join us. Gonna be a little lighthearted conversation because everybody's talking about relationships and all that other stressful nonsense and foolery that's going around in the world today. So we want to deviate from that just a little bit. While I'm in here playing Bob the Builder and Tim the Tool Man, yeah, this guy here.
Made it.
I don't know what to say about this guy here.
I'm tired though. God damn.
Yeah, I mean, yo, little fat ass out of shape.
Yeah, I am. Never take a break from working out, man. Never take a break.
That's facts. So yeah, I pretty much told the people what we're gonna be talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, as always, you know where to find us on all podcast platforms and all those social media platforms as well. So like, subscribe, share, hit them bell notifications so that you can get notified when we drop new stuff. We still got a bunch of audio podcasts and videos to post. But we've been busy in real life.
Extremely busy.
Outside of this. Yeah. So what you got for the people so far before we start jumping into this conversation a little bit?
Just again, always be on the lookout for that purple gala, and again, get your tickets for that. We still have material that we have been trying to get posted. One, I got the Dubai trip, and we got a few more other podcasts that we've done. But Just be on the lookout. That's all I can say.
Yeah, we got this guy getting his video editing skills up.
Yep, working on it.
Oh man.
So we're gonna jump back into the outline we had.
Huh? You said the what outline we had?
Did we? Never mind. Never mind. Never
You
mind.
got an outline for this.
So the number one thing I wanted to talk about was the cost of housing and renting.
Right.
Hey, red lipstick. But it has gone up dramatically, especially in the area that I'm in. Um, I think for a one bedroom apartment right now, you're lucky if you can find one for about 1,200,
Mm,
which is ridiculous.
mm. You know what's funny about that? I know a lot of people used to say how in their areas the cost of living was low. I bet that's shattered now.
Yeah, I have some friends who still live back in Alabama,
Hmm.
and they're talking about where rent once was maybe like 650, um, 500, depending on what you went with. It's now up to like 750 or better
That ain't nothing.
for out living in the middle of nowhere. That kind of is.
Wait a minute. How many rooms they getting for 650, 750, or whatever it is now?
Between, I think one homeboy said that his is a one bedroom studio, and his is now, I want to say he said like 720.
Oh, he wouldn't make it up here.
And then another homeboy of mine, him and his girl, theirs is now 850 for a two bedroom.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't make it up here.
Yeah.
They wouldn't make it up here. Yeah. I there's a luxury apartment complex not too far from me, and they want like over 2,000 for a one bedroom.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really want to live somewhere really nice, you're gonna pay the price, regardless.
But
But
I'm just saying that because you said, you got a friend and his girl, they paying 850 for two bedrooms.
yeah,
Come on, bruh. That's m- me looking at that. I'm like, that ain't bad. I don't care if it's in the middle of nowhere. That still ain't bad.
but you gotta look at the cost of living though.
I am looking at
Up
the
there
cost of
is
living,
is a hell of a lot higher than
but
down
I look
in that region.
where I stay. Some people consider the middle of nowhere, and yeah, two bedrooms is like I don't even know. I mean, the last time I rented, well, I rented in Laurel, which is like 40 minutes south of here. It's like in between DC and Baltimore. I
Hmm.
was paying like 16, 1700 for a two bedroom townhouse. Um, and that's close to what I pay for a mortgage for a five-bedroom house.
Wow,
Yeah.
yeah, that's stupid crazy right there.
But here's the funny thing. Um, like where those luxury apartments are, they have a new housing development, and them houses is starting out at 600,000. They're
Yeah,
nice size, but they don't have land, but they going for 600,000. And they have townhouses that are running starting out in the mid 400s.
that's
Yeah.
insane compared to where it was. I would even say
Yes.
a year ago.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Miss She said it's real out there. It's really, really real out there. Yeah, no land, they can keep it. I don't know if you're familiar with the White Marsh area, but it's in that area. Um, but I mean, I walked in the house and I said if I hit the lottery, I'll go get it. But as it stands right now, I'm gonna have to sell some ass, a kidney, a thigh, a lung, a piece of liver, sell some bone marrow. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to have, yeah, yeah. Um, on this topic though, yes, I do understand. Stuff is expensive. Um, but what do you say about okay? So I've come to this conclusion that there are two kind of people out there in the world today that are affected by this price hike and everything. And
Right.
there are those who complain about it and those who comment about it. Now, the ones who comment about it are those who, for the most part, manage their finances and they're just looking at it like, damn, stuff is getting expensive. Then you have the ones who complain about it, and those are the ones who are reckless with their finances. They don't have budgets. They spend frivolously. Uh, they get high and drunk, but complain about the cost of everything else. What's your thoughts on that?
um, I could agree with that. Uh, Me, I look at it as I think it's BS that they're doing what they're doing as far as like raising all of the interest rates, but at the same time, there's a cause and effect because everybody's getting stupid crazy with their prices. They have to do something to bring it back to a place of balance. So, with that being said, I look at it just as the cost of doing business.
Look here. They raised the interest rate to what, 0.75, I think? Um, so when I look at that, we're already starting to pay for Ukraine. That's how I look at that. I could be
I could
wrong, but
agree with that.
that's just my theory.
I could,
We already
but
starting to pay for Ukraine.
I'll make one comment on that. um, I look at it like this, right? They, the Biden administration was talking about putting out gas.
Gas holiday, the gas tax holiday.
It was
That what you talking
they're
about?
talking about that and like a gas card that they were going to send out to everybody, but they abandoned that idea. Um, I just find it ridiculous that you got all this money to send to Ukraine, but you have none to help the American people as of right now. I know that there are talks and discussions, but at this point, that's all they are talks and discussions. Um, but yeah, it's just the cost of doing business, man. If you know these car dealerships are marking up these vehicles ridiculous over
Bruh.
MSRP.
Yeah,
So they got to do something to offset, stuff like that.
bruh. Let me tell you, when you talk about markups, I just got my 2022 Hyundai Sonata inline. MSRP is 35,000. And I've been searching all over for the color that I want. I wanted blue, but nobody had blue. They had either silver, gray, white, black, and some other color, but I wanted blue. Can't find one nationwide, unavailable in blue. Um, hell, I even flirted with the idea of getting red, but I don't like red too much. But anyway, most of the dealers that I looked at had a dealer markup. I mean, not dealer markup, whatever markup, and the markup brought the car up to $38,000, and I was like, I'm not paying $38,000 for this car. I'm not doing it. I found me a dealer that it was like maybe $100, $200 over MSRP.
Mhm.
And I got the car straight off the truck. Like it came off the truck. They said the car be here June 10th. That joker called me Memorial Day, that Friday before Memorial Day. Hey, your car is here. You come get it tomorrow. Like, I'll be back in town Monday. But that markup is no joke. Like, I've heard of them marking cars up like 20, 30, $40,000 for some cars.
Yes.
Um, but it's crazy. Uh, but yeah, I mean, but and here's my thing. People are complaining about gas prices, but my thing is this: you drive what you drive. I don't care. Whatever you like, you drive it. Um, but I know a couple of people personally who complain about gas prices. Yet you got a Mustang 5.0 that you have to put premium gas in. You're racing it. You're taking it to car shows, and of course, you in Mexico just burning out or whatever the case may be. Um, or you got a Benz, or you got a Beamer, you got an Audi, you got a Chrysler 300, you got a Lincoln, you got a Cadillac. You go out and buy these things with the prices so high, and it's like you're complaining. I can understand if you're commenting that, hey, it's expensive, but you're complaining and you're saying, oh, Biden this and Biden that. It's like, bruh, no, stop. Why are you complaining about stuff? And this falls into the area of people spending frivolously and irresponsible with their money. It's like, you have a car that needs premium gas. You need to make some changes in your life. If you're out there complaining, you know, because I know you are a gentleman of premium gas status. So,
Yeah.
but I don't hear you complaining.
No, no, never that. Yeah, I can't even tell you the last time I drove my car. To be honest with you,
Hey, that right there.
because I'm in my company truck all the time, and when I get home on the weekends, I don't go anywhere. It's like I might run maybe 3 or 4 miles up the road and then come back, something like that.
Hey,
But yeah, now I try to drive as least as possible.
hey, I got a 4-cylinder, take regular gas, 2.5 liter engine, turbo, and I'm happy with it. 290 horsepower. I'm happy with it. So even if I am trekking off, burning up, just hitting the gas pedal a little bit, I am still not complaining. But that goddamn big ass Titan is sitting out in that driveway. I think it got half a tank now because I drove it a couple of times, but it's sitting there smiling, talking about, "Hey, you gonna drive me? I'll start your little ass up for like 5 minutes, then I'll shut your ass down."
But so what do you think about the price of food um, being
See,
jacked up
food where in grocery stores or eating out?
in grocery stores and eating out?
Um, I just went grocery shopping. Well, I don't know if you want to call it grocery shopping because I just got a new refrigerator, so I had to go. I wanted to go put some food in it to make it look like little like, hey, I got food in the house. But I spent about I went to 2 stores. I probably spent like 200, 250. Um, and that's probably enough to eat for like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Mhm.
Um, but I don't complain about it, or I don't really have I don't feel any kind of way about it because I don't cook that much. And if I do cook, it lasts like 2, 3, 4 days. By the fourth day, I'm ready to throw that shit out.
Right.
Um, Eating out, I really don't eat out too much, but if I do, I'll probably spend maybe, it depends. Because me and my homeboy, we go out to eat every week, do our fellowship thing. We probably spend like maybe, like we went out yesterday. I think we spent like $40, 40, 30, $40, $45 on our meals.
Hmm.
So it's not a big deal to me. And then I usually don't eat all my food, so I have a little leftovers or something like that. So I don't feel it because I don't do a lot of shopping, so I really don't feel it.
Yeah. As far as the price of groceries, I don't complain about it. You know, because the way I look at it is gas prices are up.
Yeah.
Of course, that affects the trucking industry.
Hmm.
Their prices go up because they have to pay for the additional cost with gas.
Right.
So, of course, it costs them more to get products from one location to another location.
Hmm.
So they try to pass that on to, their customers
Of
to try to
course.
offset that a little bit. But so that means their customers have to charge more,
Yeah.
again, trying to offset it. So I don't complain about it. It's where we're at, unfortunately, right now. Um, when will prices come back down? That's a good mystery question.
Mm.
Um, as far as eating out, I really don't eat out a whole lot,
Mhm.
just because I don't really trust people cooking over my food. But um, when I do eat out,
Oh, God.
I enjoy my meal, and whatever I pay is what they charge. So just is
Mm.
what it is. But I was looking at a video on YouTube earlier, and I forgot the person's name that I was looking at, but they're talking about how a lot of people are holding on to their money right now. Meaning, people aren't eating out as much. People aren't going on vacations as much, and
Shit.
people
Mm.
are really cutting back on their usual summer spending.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I get it. It hasn't really affected me one way or another.
Mhm.
I try to be smart with my money. Like this coming weekend, I'll be out of town. The following weekend, I'll be out of the country. So
Mhm.
it just is what it is.
Mm. Yeah, Sheila, them gas prices need to come down, but in my opinion, in my humble opinion, far-fetched humble opinion, they need to go back to like 1991, 1992 rates. Because that's when you paid like 99 cents for a gallon. That's what
Yeah.
that's what I miss. I don't care about this. People talk, oh, gas is $5. I'm like, bruh, when I first started driving, gas was 99 cents a gallon. She said she always had to tell her stop. Oh,
I mean, when we sit back and examine what gas prices were, when we were teenagers compared to what they are now, that is an astronomical
yeah, it's
difference.
like $4. $4 more than what we used to pay when I first started driving. So I'm not, as much as I would like to complain, I just can't because I know gas prices ain't going back to what I want them to be. And I know before our time, they was paying less than what we was paying. So
Yeah.
I mean, but like Sheila, I ain't even gonna lie. When I fill up that Armada, I be at that pump saying, please stop. Um, yeah, we're not gonna see 99 cent again.
No.
But yeah, I be at that pump saying please stop because I let that gas run down to like a quarter tank. I let it go less than a quarter tank if I'm lazy, but I try not to let it go. I rather fill up at half a tank. But um when I throw that damn pump in my damn on that Titan, I mean, and I just be sitting there playing on my phone. And I look up at that thing, and that drug will be like $75, and it be at a half a tank. I'll be like, God damn! Like, stop, no! And then when it's finished, it'd be like 89, $90. I'll be like, for 23 gallons of gas. Like, yo, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I just look. Mm. So what do you think about this gas tax holiday?
I think it's sad that we've actually had to come to something like that. Um, I don't know. Maybe we're just spoiled as American citizens, and we're not used to paying that kind of money. But when they, saying we're going to do this to kind of help relieve the stress at the pump, I think is any help helps. Basically, if you want to help me out, then help me out. Who am I to tell you no? Don't do it.
Right, right. Um, $70 with the Maxima. Whew. Yeah, it's a pretty penny. So in the chat, what do y'all think about this federal gas tax holiday? It's supposed to be no federal tax on gas for the summer. Me personally, I think it's a smoke screen. Um, I mean, they just raised the interest rate to 0.75 or whatever they just raised it to. So they're gonna get us somewhere. They're gonna get us somewhere. Um, I just yeah, I just don't feel it. I don't feel it.
I think the thing about it is
Yeah, it's still high.
again with the cost of everything going up, um, them giving us this little bit of a break,
Hmm.
it's not going to encourage people to still get out and travel this summer.
Right.
People are really trying to be smarter about their money, and
Hmm.
until things kind of sort of go back to in the direction that it once was, I don't think people are going to be getting out there spending their money like that,
Yeah.
because hotels are up again, gas is up, rental cars is up, like everything is ballooning and it ballooning fast.
Yeah. Yeah. Red lipstick. They up to something. They up to yeah. But this look, they gonna get us somewhere, just like they got us with that damn with the damn the stimulus checks. They gonna get it back. Uh, so in my new car, I the first time I filled it up was June 2nd, $60, 12 gallons. Well, 59.54, 12 gallons. Then on the 9th, I filled it up $60, another 12 gallons. On the 13th, $61 for 12 gallons. And I filled it up on the 17th, which was a few days ago. I only put 9 gallons in, that was $44. Um, but yeah, people say you stay your butt at home. I'm telling you, you're going to come home with a monkey on your back. Hey, they already got gorillas on their back. I don't think they can handle a monkey.
Yeah,
But um, other than that, I think it's crazy how some people are out here, you know, tricking off their money, getting high all the time, getting drunk, and then have the audacity to complain about how expensive stuff is. And it's like, if you cut that out, then you'd have a little bit of money for something else. Like, look, your habits are your habits. But I look at it like this: if a pack of cigarettes is like, I don't know how much they are, like $10, $15 a pack. Um, that's $10, $15 you can put in your gas tank. I mean, that's just how I look at it. Um, yeah,
it's, it's crazy because the thing about it is with the whole situation with C-19,
mm,
um, people are looking for escapism.
mm,
So those pack of cigarettes or that bottle of wine or whatever it is now coming down to, do I want escapism or do I
mm.
want to put gas in my tank to go to work tomorrow?
Right.
That is a crazy decision to have to make,
It is.
but
It is.
people are making that decision every day, and it's a real shame.
Yeah, it is a shame. Um, but again, I don't get how I just can't. I understand times is hard, but the people who out there complaining, um, I, some of them I just don't get because they're doing counterproductive stuff, and it's just crazy. Um, it's so crazy now, but even though, yeah, cut the pipe back. It ain't. Hell, I've been contemplating putting my damn house on the market. Because when I bought it in 2012, I bought it for 250. Right now, uh, Redfin says it can go for like between 330 something and 369. I'm like, damn, I could do a cash sale and ball the hell out for a day or two before I had to find me somewhere to live. Um, but it's hard to get houses and stuff out there too.
Yeah. The thing about it is, my sister and her husband were contemplating the same thing.
Mhm.
They have a 5 bedroom house, within the city of Atlanta. Nice house,
Mhm.
nice size house. And then they thought about it, like, if we were to sell this house, there's no way in the world we're gonna find this same size house at the price that we paid for this house. Even though we can get a whole heck of a lot more for this house than what we initially paid. And that's something,
I
me
can't
and
with her.
my wife were talking about last night was selling our house because, we had a great increase on the value of our house.
Mhm.
But I was like, I don't want to do it simply because I feel like, and it's just me doing my own research, things are going to get so crazy before they get better that I think it's kind of hold on to what you got now until this storm that's about to come through is done doing what it's doing because I don't see the economy getting better anytime soon.
True. Here's an idea. Uh, because me and my best friend we went down to Richmond like 2 weekends ago, and we met up with one of my homeboys that went to school in Germany. Um, and we was talking, and he was like, "You can get an RV, park that joke on the RV lot, and that be your house, and you can get a decent RV for like I think the ones that we were talking about at that time were like 40, 50,000 or something like that.
Hmm.
And all you gotta do is pay the RV fee, RV lot fee, get your water, all that other stuff, and you can rock out like that. Um, I mean, if you single or if you a couple and that's y'all cool with rolling like that, I think that'd be dope.
Yeah, I could definitely see doing that if I was single. If I was single, heck yeah, no problem. Rock it out 24/7. But I
I
think
would,
it's one of those things that's a little bit harder for people who have dedicated families.
yeah.
Uh, Simply because the way they're
Exactly.
looking at it is they want their kids to have security. As adults, if you come from less, you can always go back to less and be fine with it.
Mm,
But when your kids come, and this is just my personal opinion, when they become accustomed to something, you don't want them to not have that anymore.
shit.
I think that's one of the things that some parents, are considering as far as like actually making a move like that.
Yeah, realistic vibes. Yep. When you got to get out of Dodge, just hit the road. Honestly, if I was to go that route, I would get one of those that's as big as a bus, and but those jokers cost like over 100,000, like close to 200.
Yeah, for the really
That
nice one, you're looking at
he
about
said that
five.
is security from the zombies and mushroom cloud. I'm going to shake her up one day. can't, I can't with her. She must have saw something. Um, but yeah, man. Other than that, what else? What else? Do you have to deal with that is expensive as far as your personal life?
Um, our utilities are pretty much stayed about the same,
Yeah,
give or
mine too.
take. Of course, it's a heat wave down here in Florida, but
Mm,
other than that, I can't really say anything has really changed for me because we don't really spend a whole lot of money on clothes like that.
right.
Um, if we do spend money on clothes, it's usually for my child. But other than that, I mean, things pretty much haven't changed because we don't spend like that.
Mm.
How about you?
Um, about the same here. I mean, I just went to the store like a couple weeks ago. I went and bought a new pair of tennis shoes, a couple pair of shorts. And then last month I went and bought a few more shirts and ties. Oh yeah, did I buy some? Yeah, shirts, ties, and some pants for work. That's about it. But other than that, most of the stuff I've had for a minute, and it still look good. So I don't need to throw it away. Um, Miss Ty, has your water and lights going up? She says chicken and steaks when it. Yo, chicken and steaks is ridiculous now. Um, when I was in the store the other day, uh, I saw a steak, a pack of steaks. I think it was two steaks. I don't know. I don't remember what cut it was, but they was like about
Hmm.
that big, and them jokers was like $25, $30. I was like, yo, I don't know steak that bad. Seriously.
That gotta be like for a special occasion, like a birthday or something.
Yeah. Yeah, like a hot date or something. Yo.
Dang it!
But yeah. Oh man. You know, and as far as utilities, like people who like to cook or whatever,
Hmm.
the I think a cheaper way to cook is get them grilling skills up.
Heck yes.
'Cause, a thing of propane costs about $20, something like that, and that lasts a minute. Charcoal don't cost too much. So yeah, she say all and like all the little things I would buy for my son has doubled in price. Yeah, I believe that. Um,
Definitely.
Toothpaste expensive, floss expensive, um, all that shit is expensive. Um, I got a bidet, so I don't burn through toilet paper like that. So I'm good. But
But they're also saying that people's credit cards have now gone back up, where when everybody's getting the stimulus checks, people are just trying to pay off their credit cards.
are you talking about the credit
But
card spending?
yeah,
Oh, see,
they yeah, that has skyrocketed again to where people are back in the what is it, the red.
I mean that goes back to I don't know, maybe mismanagement of their funds or whatever the case may be. Yeah, because I just paid all my credit cards off not too long ago, and I only use it like little things here and there. And I made one big spend, and that's for my pool cover. But other than that, I'm like I'm staying away from that joke because I'm not trying to get caught up.
Oh
I'm not
heck
using it
no.
for gas. I'm not using it for like none of that crazy stuff. But that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt for people.
I mean, the thing about it is, for me, I try not to use my credit cards. At one point, I hadn't gotten it all the way down to just one. Um, I've used them for little small things, because I'd rather pay on a credit card than I actually use a
Like,
my debit card,
uh,
simply because I pay it all off at the end of the month anyway.
mhm,
Plus, I get points.
right.
Um, but other than that, I try not to mess with them credit cards, man. Credit cards have you up. Can't sleep at night, son.
Yeah, yeah. Red Lipstick Five said her son is addicted to paper towels. He don't like to use toilet paper. He only use flush wipes. Everyone send your donations to Red Lipstick Five. Hey, send us some donations over there. You know what? I don't really use toilet paper either at home. My cousin does. He uses toilet paper. He buys those big ass industrial packs of toilet paper, and I be looking at that shit like it's a whole goddamn bidet in there, boy. You just spray your little ass and get a wet wipe, and make sure you ain't got no crannies left by. And if I use toilet paper, just blot myself dry and get up and go. But yeah, I recommend getting a bidet. Like seriously. Because toilet paper is expensive, man. Toilet paper is expensive. Paper towels is expensive. Um, yeah, I, yeah. Red Lips advise: get you a bidet and tell your son no more paper towels. What
But let me ask you this though: how's the workflow at work? Like,
do you mean?
as far as your manpower, is
Um,
everybody still showing up, or
so
are they replacing the ones that do leave, or
so
where are y'all at?
I work at a government agency, and a lot of the program offices in my building, they're like telework. Like some are permanent telework, some are hybrid. Um, like for me, I can telework if I want to, but
Hmm.
I kind of like going to the office, but it might be some days that it's like I'm gonna sit my ass at home and telework. But I mean, for the most part, a lot of people have been going back to work. I feel it with traffic. Um, Traffic has now become that pain in the ass. Yeah, they make a lot of old folks retired, and a lot of offices are going. So yeah, um, a lot of places are giving up their workspaces. Um, there was talk at my job because we have two main but government buildings and four lease facilities, and they were saying that three of them may be gone by the end of the year. And just people moving back into the main buildings because like people is giving up space in buildings. And again, they teleworking and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, but the workflow, I mean, we don't see no problems as far as that goes.
Uh, it's damn near totally the opposite on my side.
Yeah.
Uh, in my field, as far as like, I work out in the field, hands on type of work. Um, our main office is in Georgia.
Mhm.
Um, at one time, we had 8 crews working out of that office.
Mhm.
They are now down to one and a half.
So they
Okay.
working their asses off.
Yes.
Did they get a raise?
Uh, Pretty much for the most part. But
Pretty
they
much for
want
the
to
most part.
skim people, and that's pretty much why they've gone from 8 down to one and a half because they want to nickel and dime people. Um, and now that they're trying to offer more money, people like, nah, I can get a job at home making that kind of money and be home every night.
Yeah.
So they kind of like they've shot themselves in the foot because they waited too late to act.
See, I ain't trying to work outside. I got a couple of main reasons why I'm not trying to work outside. I don't like the sweat. Um, I don't want to get my hands dirty. I don't want no calluses and shit on my hands. Call me bougie, call me what you want to call me. Um, I've gotten accustomed to wearing a tie and stuff at work.
Right.
I'm accustomed to having my own office, and I like what I do. But I kind of look at those outside industries as volatile. Yes, I'm a little bougie, just a little bit, just a little bougie. Um, just know I'm be clean when I come home, and I'm not going to have a rough day. I'm not going to kick my dusty ass boots up on the table and get my ass whooped. Get your damn feet off the table. But I just look at that as volatile work, And what I mean by that, we need infrastructure jobs. We need all that. And it's like they're so slow to put those out there. And to me, they don't pay for the labor well, in my opinion.
Right. I mean, the thing about it is, I can't complain as far as like the money that I make because I make pretty good money. I always make more, but I can't complain where I'm at.
Right.
Um, but I do see some of the struggles that some people in this field have. Um, it's crazy when you hear about some of the executives and how much they make,
Mm.
and they work from home, and they pretty much got it on easy street.
Right.
Well, fine and so be it. That's the career path that they chose.
Hmm.
But if there's no one in the field, there's no need for the execs. And I
True.
think that's the thing that it's not clicking up there, in their minds for some reason. But yeah, it's. I mean, I enjoy what I do. I still love it. My body, I'm still capable of doing it. But I know
Mhm.
that, you know, all good things come to an end. I put it to you like that.
True that.
But yeah, I only see myself doing it probably about another year or so, if that.
Mm.
And not because I can't do it. It just I'm ready to move on to something else that's going to benefit me more.
Yeah. What's up, cousin Genesis? I see you out there riding the bike. Only person I know to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever on a motorcycle and come out with plants on the back seat, in a backpack, on the handlebars, in her pockets. Uh, Only person I know that do that.
It's a
That's
true rider right there.
a true rider, boy. Yeah, FEMA camps. I was thinking about that. I might look into that. Yeah, Genesis. Look, you got to go check out her Instagram page, Book of Genesis, and I saw that and I died laughing. I think I was in the bed last night when I saw it. I remember when I saw it, but when I saw it, I was like, "You is a trooper." She was. She said she had plants in the backpack and on the handlebars, and she was smiling like it was not like an everyday thing. Like she don't have no sidecar. Throw the plants in the sidecar.
Hmm.
She had plans, and she was pulling up like, all right.
But one thing I have noticed in my travels though is the roads, as far as the trucking industry,
Mhm.
has slowed way down.
Down your way?
Yep,
Not up here.
way down. Like
I see plenty trucks up here.
there's a pretty good amount, but it's not as packed as it used to be.
Mm,
And I've looked into the trucking industry, and a lot of companies are shutting down simply
mm,
because the gas prices are too high. That, with a combination of insurance, just to
mm,
do business, has skyrocketed. So
mm.
I definitely see the impact of how the economy is affecting day to day life in my region.
Yeah, it may be in your region. Genesis, did anybody take pictures of you with all those plants you were carrying on your motorcycle? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Did anybody take pictures of you with all those plants with you riding on your bike? That's all I need to know right now. As far as that goes, I have not noticed a dip in anything like that up here.
Hmm.
I know around the corner from me, they chopped down like 4,000 trees or something. They just cleared a whole area out. I wonder if they building houses over there or what. But like they chopped down a whole bunch of trees, so I'm curious about what they build. And if they build houses, I wonder how much they gonna run. Um, but if they run up a pretty penny and they bring the value of houses up in this area, I will definitely consider selling because like that area that they clearing out is probably like maybe a mile and a half from my house. So
Hmm.
if they building houses over there and my property value go up, it goes up maybe like if my house go up to like 400, I'm out. I am out.
I guess you might as well go and get your boxes together because the
Right. And,
more
and
they
and I need to
build, the
stop
more the value goes up.
I need to stop putting trying to do this house up because I've been working in here. She says my friends in Louisiana and Texas are slowing down or shutting down. Ports are not coming in for wow, that's crazy. Mm, mm. I haven't been down to the port of Baltimore and seen anything down there, and I haven't heard of any ships being sitting in the water, but they probably still are in California. Um, but yeah, what else is? Do you think it's harder to save now that things are more expensive?
Um, I can't say it's harder to save simply because I already have my budget set up as far as like how much I'm going to actually put back every month. Um, but it does. I put it to you like this: because prices have gone up as far as like what you need day in day out.
Mhm,
Like for example, I could leave my house for a week, and I used to because I could take $100.
mhm.
By the end of that week, I'll probably still have about 60 some dollars left.
What the hell you eating there?
Nowadays, pretty much.
Shit.
But nowadays,
Mm,
I might be lucky if I come in without $20, $30. Simply because things are going up, and trying to eat healthy on the road can be something of a challenge at times.
mm,
But yeah, things have definitely changed as far as like being able to save that little bit
mhm,
that I used to during the course of a week.
mm.
But how about your way?
I can't stand her. She said, "Flush wipes and paper towels and chicken fun is low. Do anybody want to rent a 6'3", 325 kid? I'm taking orders. If he can do hard labor, send him this way. I got some projects.
Yeah, that's a big boy.
um, Let me see. I don't typically carry cash, but if I do, I probably carry like $40, $60, something like that. Um, but average throughout the week, like since I get up so early in the morning to go to work, I probably get me a bagel or something, bacon, egg and cheese, or sausage, egg and cheese, sausage, or something like that, or a breakfast platter with corned beef hash and eggs or something like that. So for breakfast, I'm probably spending anywhere between $4 and $13.
Mhm.
And then if I eat lunch, if I'm still hungry, if I get hungry for lunch, I'll probably spend it like the subway in our building is a little pricey. So I'll probably spend like $12 on a foot long. And yeah, that's about it. And I'll probably do that throughout the week. And then yeah, yeah. I don't know. I probably spend about if I guessed at it, maybe 150 for breakfast and lunch throughout the week.
Mhm.
Um, I probably eat dinner out maybe once, twice a week, twice at the most. Other than that, I'll go in the kitchen and see what's in the kitchen and throw something together. Um, that ain't too hard. Like I definitely need to go in there and cook that fish before it go bad. So I'll probably cook that fish up and eat on that for a couple days. She said, start keeping money cash on hand. At times your cards will not work.
Very
That
good
is
advice.
no joke. I went to I went to Rite Aid a couple weeks ago because I had to pick up my painkillers for my knees. And I didn't have cash on me at this time, but the my prescription was like $2.10. I'm sitting there swiping my card and it would not work. Swipe my card would not work. I said, I know I got money in there. I just got paid. Used a different card. Swipe that card did not work. Swiped it did not work. I was like, damn, well, let me try a credit card. Stuck a credit card in there. Didn't work. I used the touch pay. I used the swipe. Dude manually put it in. It didn't work. And this dude was like, how much is like $2.10? I got you. I was like, all right, cool. So he took care of that. Carry cash, keep cash on, keep cash on, keep cash on you. So I had went and bought some stuff in the Rite Aid, and my car worked fine at the front counter. I'm like, what the hell is the disconnect here? Like, help me understand this.
Yeah, I'll give you an example of that. Just earlier this week, we had stopped at a gas station, and they took cards,
Uh-huh.
but I was paying for my items in cash. Um, but they couldn't give you change. I'm like, what the? How did that make sense?
They
They're
took
saying
cash.
that their bank wasn't giving them any more change,
You
so
mean
they're like,
coins?
yeah, in coins.
Oh,
So they're like, if you pay for something, just try to get it as close to the price as you can because we can't
mm,
give you any change. And to me, I'm thinking it's no big deal. But then
right.
after walking out, I thought about it. I was like, now if you can't give people change
They're making over.
throughout the course of a day,
Right.
you're making a killing.
Nah, because I would get their ass. You said get it as close to as I can. It's gonna be under each time. Um, yeah. Genesis, that's what's up. You brought them two plants because you started a garden about a month ago. Look, I tried to regrow potatoes and onions. I have a brown thumb. Uh, they started growing a good, looked strong, and the next thing I know, they was looking like they said the hell with it. Um, so I don't have a green thumb. I would love for someone to come in and show me the basics to keep it going because I would like to grow my own stuff, my damn self. I think that would be definitely cheaper. And I think a lot of people should get back to doing that. Um, we as a society we've come accustomed to quick food and quick this and quick that, and you know those are life skills that a lot of people need. Plus, like Red Lipstick says about the zombies coming, you know, if you can grow your own, then you saving money there. Um, no, I
Oh,
don't have knees like Megan. I don't have a back like Megan either. So um, I'm actually I'm actually going to get my gel shots next month. So yeah. Um, so I'm not looking forward to that, but I hope it worked. Because my shit has been on fire since went to the range last month. My knees and my back has been killing me. So yeah. But
I would just,
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm going to just say people, for the most part, are under the impression that they can only grow their plants outside,
Oh
um,
no.
which is, false information
Hmm.
as far as your food plants.
Hmm.
As long as you provide them with the necessary light and water and don't use any chemicals,
Hmm.
your food plants can survive inside. So I would encourage people to do more research on that. Um, and the reason I know this is I can't say the reason I know this. But I've had some friends of mine who have grown things on the inside, let me tell you.
Genesis says she don't have all that. She basically have everything to make a salad: lettuce, peas, green beans, and a bunch of peppers. Uh, Red Lipstick Vibe says she have a full garden indoors, and Genesis also says she has a bunch of herbs. Um, Look here, if you ladies would love to give me a class on growing stuff inside, I would greatly appreciate it. Um, but yeah, I that's why I tried with the potatoes and the onions because I was looking on YouTube and it was like it don't need a lot of light, don't need a lot of water, and I was like, all right, cool. You know, I stuck them in the jar and got them started, and then stuck them in the pot, and that's where everything went left. Hmm. Yeah, okay. That's what's up. I don't want to grow nothing outside because I don't want bugs to get on it. Call me bougie, but that's just me. I have a issue with bugs, so I mean, I don't like them jokers. Um, yeah, but
So let me ask you this then. Do you think our government is doing enough to help the people in our current situation as far as like financially?
before I answer that, yeah, it could have been the soil because that soil was kind of dry. I don't know what I needed to do with it. Genesis says organic spray. There are organic sprays you can use. Uh, I'm up in the air with the organic stuff. Now to your question. Um, hmm, yes, they're constructing recession. That was my line of thinking. I just didn't know how to put it. Thank you for that. Um, I think they're doing everything within their power to make the citizens needy. Um, because if you look at everything that's going on, and I'm not talking about just gas. I'm just talking about everything out there. Pharmaceuticals on up to chickens, baby formula, tampons, um, all of that, cars and all that. It just doesn't make sense. Plus, they throwing a billion, they alley ooping billions of dollars to Ukraine. Uh, they doing fast breaks with billions of dollars to Israel every year. It just doesn't make sense, and it's like we need here. And I have to take go back to Iceland where it's like we don't have poverty over here like that, and it's like what the hell are y'all doing? And it's like yeah, they don't even have a military over there. So it's like why why are our why is our culture in America so damn greedy to where they don't spread the wealth and take care of everybody? It's just crazy to me.
Yeah, I agree with you. Um, I do think that our government is strategically making moves that the average person isn't paying attention to. Um, Again, some say that there are conspiracy theories out there. I think some people are just awake enough
Mhm.
to see what's going on, and
Mm.
they're making preparations, meaning storing their food back and trying not to spend on needless things. But at the end of the day, I think all this stuff is orchestrated.
Mhm.
I mean, we have so many distractions going on in this country right now.
They got distraction.
For those who don't know,
Oh, they
some
know. They just don't give a damn.
just love to pay attention to it.
See, I don't call them distractions because it's out in the open. You have people who either don't have a clue or don't give a damn
Right.
because we look at it, we talk about it, and we try our best to adapt in ways that won't break our pockets. Although we're not always successful, but
True.
we're not successful to the point where it's like, "Shit, I ain't worried about that." But the thing about it is, it doesn't take a genius to see it. You know, if they're sending money overseas to help other countries and this, that, and the other, and you have people over here who are doing without, there's no it's not hidden. It's right there. It's like, yo, what are you doing? Um, but on top of that, it's just like I think people call it agendas and conspiracies because they don't know what exactly is going on. I don't call it that because it's like, I've seen a lot of things and I pay attention to a lot of things. I don't dive deep into it because I don't have the brain capacity to do that. I just don't have the. I'm trying to live this joke out to the fullest at the best that I can,
Right.
but it just doesn't. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. It's like if you have all these, for instance, the gas companies, the oil companies, you know, they're out doing what they're doing. They're charging us out the ass for gas. They're messing up the environment, and then money has to go to clean up the environment. But then the environment is messed up, so the food, the fish and the wildlife or whatever that we get from the ocean is polluted, and a lot of people don't know that the FDA has acceptable limits of all types of pollutants and whatever in our foods. So we have stuff that is systematically making everyone sick every day for don't know how long. But I posted the document, I think on Facebook, of the FDA's thing of acceptable stuff that they could put in our foods. Rat shit, rat piss, bird shit, all kind of stuff. So it's this cycle of fuckery that's going on, and the money has to filter through all of that. And it's, you know, hey, we got to pay for this, we got to pay for that, this, that, and other. But it's like if y'all really gave a damn and really took care of here, we wouldn't be in that crisis that we are. Because to me, it's not a conspiracy. It's right there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're not trying to hide it at
No,
all.
and this is why healthcare here is such big business. We dump all that money into that, and it's like, what do we? How do we benefit? Um, another scheme that I have noticed more recently.
Hmm.
When you go up to a lot of these stores, Best Buy, PetSmart, wherever, if you notice, when you pay for your stuff, there's always a thing that come up. Would you like to donate? Would you like to round up? And I'm looking like this corporation brings in, let's just say, $1 million a day. Let's just be simple with that number. Now you have your gullible consumers who will put that five, and they got the 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, $20 buttons on there. And let's just say they hit these buttons to donate to this, that, and the other. And it's like, not only did you make money off the products that we bought, you're making money off the donation that people give. You are um, getting money from all your tax credits, this, that, and the other. And it's like, why are you asking us to donate when you have more of the resources to do that? It don't make no sense to me.
I always hit hell no.
I say hell no. Like,
That's what I be thinking in my head when I hit no. Hell no.
I don't think hell no. I'm like, hey, where's the fucking button? Like, 'cause it's just mind blowing to me. Like, and people, and this is what I hate is people buy into it, and it's like, I don't mind donating, but I'm kind of pulling back from it because we have all these organizations that ask for donations, a lot of which are government organizations asking for donations, and it's like people are donating all the time, and it's like, how come there's no solid resolution to all of these things out there, like these illnesses and stuff and whatever, homelessness, and you know for 10 cent a day you can save a cheetah in Africa. And it's like, are you serious right now? Like, help me understand. And again, people buy into it, and the next thing you know, there's that money they could have spent on gas or whatever.
But that's another thing. Now that you mention it, homelessness has also gone up by leaps and bounds.
Hmm.
Um, I forgot what the percentage was, but the crazy part about that is we still haven't really got into the midst of what is actually coming. So if people are, unfortunately becoming homeless now, it's going to be completely, totally bananas when this stuff hits the fan, as they say.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Um, I don't remember if it was you that said about the millennials being priced out of the housing market or whatever.
Hmm.
You said that earlier.
Yeah.
Um, and that's crazy because when we were the age that some of these individuals are, we could afford, apartments and stuff. Like when I was stationed at Fort Hood, Texas, back in the early '90s. Uh, I had like a 1 2 bedroom duplex, and it was like 600-700 dollars a month. But yeah, now they can't swing that.
No, the only way they're actually getting by now is by renting a room, meaning
Yeah.
having roommates that you have no idea who this person is, but they rented the room next to you. So you're kind of in a predicament of I'll get to know you as time goes on.
Yeah, and that's big business because they actually have a website out there. I don't know if they have an app as well, but I think it's like roommate.com or something like that.
Mhm.
And they have people looking for roommates and people looking for rooms to stay. And I was looking and it was like the people who were looking for rooms to stay, they was like no more than 800 and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, interesting.
Like I
Interesting.
only time I did that or was in a situation like that was when I was in college.
Mm,
You get to your dorm room, you meet your roommate, and
yeah.
you get to know each other from there.
I ain't doing
But
that with no strangers.
yeah, I can't see doing that
Mm-mm.
in this day and age.
Yeah.
So I truly feel sorry for the younger generation coming through now because they're uh, unfortunately facing this type of situation where if they want to move away from home or move out of their parents' home or be out on their own, this is what they're facing now.
Mm.
And for the most part, even the college educated and the ones who are out here making good money at a young age, is still ridiculous. The amount of money they have to pay for living space.
Mm. So with that being said, our last live we talked about should you put your child out when they grown.
Right.
With the way things are now, what are your thoughts on that piece?
Um, I'm still under the same idea
Hmm.
that I wouldn't ask my child to leave.
Hmm.
If they wanted to leave, it's on them, but they are more than welcome to stay at home as long as they're being productive and you know respectful and being smart with their money. But looking at the average person with that situation, I just don't see it being smart
Mm.
to move away from home right now.
Mm.
I mean, even if you are making good money, it's just not smart right now.
Mm.
Your thoughts?
Uh, what do y'all in the chat think about that? With the way things are going now, and your child is coming up to like high school graduation age or college age, and things is tight out there. They're not making that money. What do y'all think about them? Staying home for a little while, or a lot of while until you know they get to a place where they can move out. Um, yeah, it is rough out there. My thoughts are I would definitely have to be like, yeah, it's rough out there. So, as long as you be a mature participating adult in here, you good. But the minute that you start goofing off and I get tired of you, you got to go. Um, I'm going to encourage, um, you know, building a nest egg or whatever the case may be. Not gonna beat you over the head with rent. Like, you know, look at what you making and then, swing that accordingly. But
All
I
right.
think now I would not be as um pushy for them to get out there on their own. Genesis says folks our age are having a hard time getting by. I say let them stay until they're ready to leave. Yeah, definitely. And she says, but like Sun Solex said, they have to be doing something productive. Definitely, they definitely gotta be productive because you're not gonna be up under my roof and I'm getting up to go to work and you still in the bed beating your meat or rubbing your legs together. Not doing that. They can stay as long as they are working towards getting out, respect boundaries, and pay rent and help buy food is in order. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely pay some rent and or utilities. Um, for me, food wouldn't be a big thing because I'm a little particular when it comes to that. And again, when I go shopping, more than likely the stuff in my fridge, like a loaf of bread is sitting here for a month. And by the time I reach for that bread to make a sandwich or something, it's like it's growing. I can make medicine from it, you know. So I try not to buy bread. It's a lot of things I try not to buy.
Yeah.
Literally, like before I got the new refrigerator, I was going in the old one and looking at dates on stuff, and it was like August 2021, early 2022, had some stuff that just expired. And it's like, I'm looking at this stuff, I'm like, it's been in here this long and it ain't been touched. Toss it. So, yeah,
Oh, I hate doing that.
I hate doing that too. But again, it's like when I cook something very specific and I don't eat all the stuff that's in the fridge or, whatever. So it's a waste. And I hate wasting stuff, but it's like sometimes I don't feel like cooking because I get out of hand. I cook too much. And my roommate and my cousin, they eat out more than they eat. Like I will like one time I made a rack of ribs, I made some steaks, and I made a couple of other things. And my cousin went out and said, hey, I got such and such if you want some. I'm like, you saw me grilling. Like, oh, all right. Yeah. Genesis says, I missed the beat by making my adult kids pay a bill while they were home. They paid nothing. Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, it happens. It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
But hey, in this day and age, you got to pay to play. Pay to play.
In more ways than one, homie. In more
Yeah.
ways than one.
You're gonna get out there and cut some grass. Look. If I gotta do it, you gotta do it too.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to add to the conversation?
Um, nah, not really. I mean, I know, for me, I'm comfortable. I'm in a good position. So again, I don't complain. I comment. You know, my commute has been like 130 miles both ways since
Mhm.
'06. Um, so I really don't complain about gas and stuff like that because I'm used to making that drive. It's just the fact that I remember when I first started out there, I had a 2003 Ford Explorer, and I was filling that joke up every other day. And I was like, oh hell no, I can't do this. That's when I got my first Sonata, the 2008 Sonata, and I was like, yeah, that's a lot better. Um, but yeah, I've been making that ride since 2006, so I'm used to the ride. I don't complain too much about gas. I One thing I do complain about is the goddamn toll. I will complain about that. Um, and I complain about that because they say what they say the toll is for the schools and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
schools in Baltimore is shit, and the toll that I go through is right through Baltimore. So I complain about that, and then I don't know about down there, but up here, if you go through the Easy Pass a certain amount of times, like when you first start out, your replenishment amount is like $35 or something like that.
Uh-huh.
The more you go through that Joker, your replenishment amount it goes up, and I played myself because I had it automatic refreshing, whatever the case may be. And
Yeah.
one time that Joker hit my account for like 100 and something dollars. I was like, what the hell is that hitting my account like that for? So I opened my Easy Pass account and my replenishment threshold was like $120. I was like, oh hell no. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna play the game. So I started driving through Baltimore City to avoid the toll, so my threshold to go down. So yeah, but this is the life that we live. Everything is getting expensive, or more and more expensive. So you know, if you're out there complaining, I suggest that you readjust your life in a manner in which you can complain a little less. Uh, yeah.
I'll say this. I I feel the pain of people who may not be as fortunate as I am. And knock on wood, thank the creator, I am where I'm at. But the thing about it is the way I'm looking at it is there are so many people who aren't in the best position in life right now
Mhm.
for whatever reason.
Right.
And once the stuff hits the fan, people are going to get desperate.
Shit, they already desperate,
I don't think we haven't begun
man.
to see people being desperate.
I've seen some desperation.
But again, the reason I say that is I feel those people's pain,
Mm.
and I hate that they have to struggle like that.
Hmm.
Again, whether it was their fault or circumstantial, it is what it is.
Right.
But I'm just encouraging people to try to make the best financial decisions that you can. Don't give up because I really feel like we haven't even seen the storm yet
Mm.
of what's going to come.
Yeah.
But anyway, to end on a high note, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to the King and I Life podcast.
Hey.
And again, we have some things that we're working on behind the scenes. So don't think that, you know, we're not doing anything. We're just trying to make sure we have all our ducks in a row, as they say, because we've made some announcement in the past and those things did not come to fruition, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So again, just bear with us, but we're working.
And make sure y'all we don't have a moderator so far, so, but make sure y'all subscribe to the Book of Genesis. Make sure y'all subscribe to Red Lipstick Vibes. Um, Genesis is my cousin, my YouTube cousin, but we frequent those platforms. We love the atmosphere, and we appreciate them allowing us to chill with them.
Definitely.
Definitely go check out their pages. Some good conversations. Um, yeah, so that's all I got to say. But yeah, definitely go check out their pages, like, subscribe, share, hit them bell notifications, and let them know that we sent y'all. We love them. Good night. Red Lipstick Vibes. Thank everyone for joining us. That everyone that, hit the comments and everything like that. But until next time, we're gonna check y'all on the rebound.
Deuces to the truces.
Well, I'll let y'all on the next one.